It's Borges here and I'm back with another video after that wee brief hiatus after the new year. So I thought I'd look at one of the Transformers that I got as a Christmas present from the brother-in-law, and it's gonna be the Ghostbusters Ecto-1 crossover from Transformers, Ectotron, but you probably already knew that by looking at the title of this video. But before we look at the figure itself, let's take a look at that box, and I love this box. It's done in the Generation 1 original design box, which is fantastic. They even gave Ectotron that G1 art style as well. It's not just been like a photoshopped picture just slammed on there, and it looks very much like this figure belongs in the 80s, which is fantastic. I absolutely love this box art. But it would be very rude to miss the little Slimer that you get with this set. It's made in a rubbery plastic and it's got a fair bit of detail on it, and it's just a nice wee bonus to come with Ectotron. Not the end of the world if it didn't, but nice to have it. Finally, time to look at Ectotron, and I absolutely love this robot mode. First of all, the weight on this figure is pretty solid. Nice weighty feel to him. You can definitely tell he's using the Combiner Wars, Hotspot, Onslaught, whatever mould that they used for that line, but I would definitely say he's had a lot of engineering done to him, a lot of retooling, definitely a lot of remoulding going on. And because I've not had the time really to disassemble my Protectobots Defensor, I just get a feeling that this figure is larger, so they might have oversized the mould. I could be wrong, it has been a while since I've looked at the individual Combiner Wars figures, but the mould suits him well. I absolutely love the head sculpt on this. Fact he has the goggles that Ray wears in the original Ghostbusters film is a nice touch. The face itself is very generic, very robot type A looking, but you would expect that from, say, the Ghostbusters. If they designed this, like Ray and Egon made this robot, you would certainly expect something generic looking, something very clean and functional. Shoulder pads are brilliant, definitely shows off it's gonna be Ecto-1, but that nice 80s vibe there with your shoulder pads, very nice touch. A lot of sculpted detail going on here, which is nicely done, and something they probably really didn't need to do, but they went that extra mile here when they took the Combiner Wars mould and definitely have accentuated the positives and hid the negatives, not hide it, hid the negatives. Looking at the back, it's kibbly, but it's also got a nice clean effect going, so there's not too much there. The proton pack obviously sticks out a bit, but the fact you're getting a proton pack for a robot is tremendous, and it's done just like it would be in the movies. It's very nice. I absolutely love the fact that you're getting a proton pack as a blaster for a Transformer. Very cool. Your articulation is limited just because of the sort of shoulder pads. There's no waist swivel, but you do get what you expect at the legs. It can go back, well, can go forward and back and out. They are on a soft ratchet. You do get that bend at the knee. You can also obviously push it down, that's for transformation, but that option is there for you. You've got a bicep cut, the arm can go all the way up if you so wish, but you'd have to remove the gun, and of course the wrists can bend and a bend at the elbow. The head can move slightly, but it's a very tight joint and I wouldn't really recommend moving it. If you can, avoid it. But overall, you've got enough there for your photos, definitely enough to give some Ghostbuster type posing. And here is Ectotron in his lovely, lovely and wonderful alt mode. Yes, the Ecto-1. And if you're looking at this from a distance, you'd probably think it was one of the Diamond Select models or the Hot Wheels that have already done this in the past in this scale. It's so well done, you wouldn't even notice a Transformer unless you sort of flipped it up to see this. But even at that, yeah, it's a shell former, and the transformation is incredibly easy, and to be honest, with my transform collecting these days, I'm past overcomplicated 3P and NP stuff. This is brilliant. The only trouble it gave me is the hose mechanism. I know I've done that wrong, but I can't get everything to plug in place, and that doesn't really matter. This is good enough for me. That's close enough to Ecto-1 and what it looks like. It's just done so well, from the Ecto1 license plate on the front. You've got the clear lights, that lovely grey grille. It's brilliant. Again, where they've used the paint apps, they've used them in the right places. Very easy and cheap paint application needed for an Ecto1 vehicle, just because of the colours in the show. You really do need to keep an eye and don't lose that proton pack, or you'll just have a massive gaping hole in the top of your Ecto1. But so well done, so nice. And to be honest, I'm quite keen on just even leaving it in its alt mode because of just how well it's been done. And of course, I would be remiss to forget Slimer. He just plugs onto the Ect wand, the proton pack wand. There's a little port on his bottom and a post on the wand, so he can sit on top and ride Ecto1, just like he never did in the movies. So my final thoughts on Ectotron. Do I recommend it? Well, if you're a Ghostbusters fan, absolutely. If you're a Transformers fan, absolutely. If you're only one or the other, well, maybe not. If you're a Transformers fan, not a Ghostbusters fan, you're not going to find anything new in this figure that's worth picking up. But if you're both a Ghostbuster fan and Transformers fan, definitely pick this up, because it's brilliant. It's a crossover that actually makes sense and works. You know, it's not like a Pepsi crossover or an iPod crossover, or you know, something silly like that. They've actually took two IPs and it made it work, and work really well. You get a solid robot mode, you get a fantastic representation of the Ecto1 vehicle without having to spend a lot of money on just a die-cast version of the Ecto1. So yes, pick up this figure if you're both a Transformers and Ghostbusters fan. Thank you for watching my video, and if you're new to my channel on YouTube, thank you for coming aboard. This video does also go out to Instagram, of course, where I do upload videos, and I'm taking a lot of pictures these days there as well. So if you want to find me on Instagram, just search for Borders Dude and you'll find me there, where I'm posting more pictures these days and getting a bit more use out of that light box I bought ages ago. Thanks for watching, and as always guys, until the next video, please be excellent to each other.